So for a 4-week test, we're going to test you on identifying the notes on the lines and spaces on a staff. You're going to grab a regular piece of paper and you're going to fold it in half. Then you're going to fold that half in half. And you're going to grab a second piece of paper. You're going to fold that in half and then fold that in half as well. So you have 2 pieces of paper that are in 4s. Then you're going to grab some scissors and you're going to cut the piece of paper into 4s. Actually, you need one more piece of paper. You're going to grab that piece of paper and you're going to cut that one into a 4th as well. So you end up with 9 pieces of paper. You're going to draw a staff on each one. I'm using just the lines on the paper to help me out. So 5 lines. And you're going to repeat that for all of them. So you should end up with 9 pieces of paper with staffs on each. What you're going to do is you're going to draw your clef. So if you play trombone, I'm going to draw on the left side part of it, bass clef. And I want to have space here for a note. So you want to put it on the left side of the staff. You should end up with 9 bass clef staffs. If you play the flute, the clarinet, or the trumpet, you're going to draw 9 staffs with treble clefs. So draw 9 of those. Once you have your 9 staffs, you're going to start by drawing in your whole notes. So starting with the bottom. So I'm alternating line, space, line, line, space, line, space, line. If you play the flute, clarinet, or trumpet, I have here completed 9 notes, right, on the spaces and lines from E all the way up to the high F, which is the 5th line. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip them around and I'm going to start to label them. So that's a low E. I'm going to write E in the back. That's an F. I'm going to write F in the back. That's a B. That's a G. I'm going to write G in the back. It's an A. I'm going to write A in the back. It's a B. I'm going to write B in the back. Okay, it's a C. I'm going to write C in the back. Okay, that's a D. I'm going to write D in the back. E. I'm gonna write E on the back. That's an F. I'm gonna write F on the back. And I have my treble clef note cards. I'm gonna do the same thing with my bass clef. So starting from the top, that's an A. I'm gonna write A. Okay, that's an E. I'm sorry, that's a G. I'm gonna write G. Okay, that's an F. I'm gonna write F. That is an E. I'm gonna write E. That's a D. I'm gonna write D. That's a C. I'm gonna write C. That's a G. I'm gonna write G. That's an A. I'm gonna write A. That's a G. I'm gonna write G. And those are my bass clef note cards. So this weekend, I'm gonna spend a lot of time studying these note cards. I'm gonna spend a lot of time going through each individual one and quizzing myself. I'm gonna try and look at the note and immediately think to myself, A for bass clef, right? And I'm gonna just quiz myself through all of these. When I'm ready, I'll start to shuffle them, right? So I'll start to shuffle them, and that way I can start working on I'm testing myself, right? F, E, B, C, D. So for your 4th week assessment, you need a parent or an abuelita or a tia or a brother. Let's pretend that this is you. This is my friend Mr. Reyes. He teaches at Enzer Middle School. So I'm your tia, or I'm your abuelita. I'm holding up the camera. I'm going to hold up the camera, and I'm going to test you. D. And I'm going to go one by one.
C.
Just like this, using your device.
B.
And I'm going to go through all 9 note cards, shuffled.
E.
Make sure that they're facing the correct way.
F.
And you want to be fast about it, right?
E.
I'm being kind of nice today,
F.
etc. Then you're going to upload that video of you reciting the cards with your parents or your siblings to your period's Seesaw. Okay, there's an app for it. You just look up Seesaw, or you can go on a computer browser. Okay, and every class has a different Seesaw code. Okay, you're gonna log in with your school email. You're gonna type in your school your period's codes, and then you're gonna upload it. This is the 2nd period code. This is the 3rd period code. This is the 4th period code. This is the 5th period code. I'm sorry, 6th period code. This is the 7th period code. And this is the 8th period code. So I'm going to go to my app store, and I'm going to click Seesaw. I'm going to type in Seesaw rather. Okay, and it's that first one. It's called Seesaw Class. I'm going to download that. Okay. Okay, if I don't have a smartphone, I can also go on my browser and go to app.seesaw.me, and that takes me to this page. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to click on I'm a student. Okay, and if you're doing it on a phone, it'll say to download the app, but if you do it on your computer, it'll take you right to the next screen. So once I'm on my phone and I have the Seesaw app downloaded, again, here I can click I'm a student. Okay, you can actually type your code in now. And I provided the code. So once I'm on this page, if I'm in 2nd period, I can type in the code TMMZ space POFX. I can click go. And then I can sign in with Google, or I can go in with my email address. So I'm going to type in my name, and then my email address. So once I entered my information, my name, my email address, and my password, I'm logged in. So I can turn on my notifications to notify me. Okay, allow. And I can go to the top right-hand corner and upload a photo or video from your drive. It's going to ask you to access your photos. You're going to click OK, and you're in.